Hello, 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 everyone. What's going on? My name is Sonja Marie, if you don't know. And if you do, hi. Nice to see you. If this is your first time coming through here, welcome, welcome. Again, my name is Sonja Marie, and I am with Wordlife Astrology. We do weekly rundown, astrological weekly rundowns. Um, and the last Freestyle Friday will be this Friday. So we are switching over our format here a little bit, and we're going to do recorded weekly rundown starting in January 2024. So hopefully you can come back and find your way back to our channel. It helps. On the side of YouTube to post videos instead of lives, but I will do lives. So please stay tuned for them. I'm going to do a 2024 yearly live. I'm also going to do eclipse specials lives. Like I'm going to do a number of lives throughout the year. So please follow me on Instagram at Word Life Sonja Marie or on Facebook, Sonja Marie's Word Life Astrology as well. Okay, so you'll know what's going down, clowns. I appreciate that. A few more announcements while I wait for other people to come on into this live. We have 2 spots available to go to our seventh annual Word Life Astrology Retreat in Belize, July 11th through the 11th through the 15th for 2024. If you'd like to come, please go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com. We have a ball. And this year, I think it's going to be even, I say it every year, it's a little bit special, but this year is different in the sense that the people that have signed up are a little more pulled back. And it's going to be a really, really peaceful time in a sense. I'm really looking forward to it. So if you want to join us, please come on through July 11th through the 15th, and you can sign up, pay in full or payment plans on my website. The village is activated as we speak. We only have a couple of people in there right now, but our first Zoom village is January 11th. So you have some time to sign up. If you'd like to get a Word Life Astrology astrological calendar, you should sign up in December and in January. I'm gonna take the calendar off the freebie after January, okay? But if you want to sign up, please do that right now. Again, our first Zoom is January 11th, talking all things astrology. It's literally going to be our weekly rundowns, normally on steroids and very private, meaning sacred space kind of private. You know what I mean? So we'll have the village, and then we'll have so many different changes that are coming down. To be quite honest with you, y'all, I don't have the energy right now to do that. So I'm just gonna wait. But know that some good things are coming. I don't know how many of y'all are sleepy, tired, exhausted, tapped the fuck out kind of feeling, but it's coming over, girl. It's really coming over me, like for real. I look high and I'm not. I'm really tired as heck. And I feel good at the same time, which is so weird. I feel good, but I'm really exhausted from working and building up my business and trying to come out a little differently, work smarter, not harder, and offer you more so we all can win. I'm tired. How y'all feel? How y'all feel? Okay, so let me say hello to a few people, and then we're gonna get on into this week and say goodbye. What up, Ajay? How you doing? Not away. Hi, Ann Weissman, and Danielle is here. Hi, Dan. What's up, Gemini Rising? Ma Child, Miss Scorpio is here. What up, sweetie? What up, A? Rabbi Rob is here. Oh, I'm so glad your notification popped up too. And I did. I don't know if you got if you heard me say this, Rabbi Rob, but YouTube got a bunch of rules and regulations that I'm really just becoming privy to. It's part of the reason why I'm changing around my business model too. And Rob, I don't know if you remember me saying that if you don't come on YouTube frequently, they will not notify you like after a week or so. So say you watch the rundown, right? And then you don't come on for like a week, couple of days or so on YouTube for anybody else, then they will kind of deactivate my notification for you. That's how that thing goes. YouTube is weird, y'all. I don't run it. I'm just trying to be a part of it just a little bit. to get 5 cents. All right. So just wanted to tell y'all that. You didn't get notified either? Oh, goodness gracious. Social media. Yeah, y'all, it's a couple of different rules that you have to follow. You have to pop in here at least once a day to watch a video or something, at least open up the app. And I also was told that you have to unsubscribe in order to and subscribe again in order to be new on the list of notifications for this particular channel. It's a lot. In any case, we won't have to deal with this no more because I won't have any more lives. You guys can just come on here after today. You can just come on here next week and next year and get the recording. Okay, you won't have to be notified. You can get it at your leisure. All right. So today, like Friday, we have fun on Friday. At least I have fun on Friday. Did y'all have fun on Friday? I want to make this nice and packed, give y'all some information for this week, do a couple of readings as well. I'm not going to do a 3-card spread. Maybe I'll do that on Friday. But I will do 1 card. So if you do want, how about this? If you do want your 3 big obvious read, please let me know and put it on up when I ask you. That's your sun, your moon, and your rising. And then I'm mulling over another choice that I have in my mind. Let's see how much time we have. I don't want to put it out there yet because I don't want to get anybody excited. Let me see what y'all saying real quick. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, everybody. I'm glad y'all talking among yourselves about these gosh darn notifications. Please send YouTube a letter. No, I'm just joking. It was fun, huh, my child? Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get it going. Today, the moon is in Pisces. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? Can't you tell? I'm trying to think, did I solicit all my solicitations? Yeah, I think I put up all my announcements. If y'all have any questions, please let me know. I'm a little bit scattered today. Please forgive me. Please put the questions with a question mark in the front and the back of the sentence or exclamation if you have something to say. Today, the moon is in Pisces, which means it's incredibly watery, really, really pliable. Y'all do know that Pisces energy is a Mercury, goodness, shape-shifting type of energy. And maybe that's why I feel like I'm all over the place, plus the fact that Mercury is retro. But the moon in Pisces absolutely lends to a splay kind of feel, right? Because Pisces energy is very shape-shifting, it's mutable, it really goes wherever it needs to go. It's that kind of water. You understand? It fills the cup however it needs to fill the cup. And it can make one feel really scattered, especially if Mercury is in retrograde, but emotionally scattered. Like, where should you place your love? Where should you place your attention? Where should you place your affection? If it's that's how the moon in Pisces is affecting you. There you go. Also today, that moon is trining Venus, because Venus is in Scorpio. So even though we may feel a little scattered, may feel a little emotional with that moon in Pisces, may feel a little sensitive. Maybe you feel highly intuitive. You feel any of your ancestors on you. Any of y'all out there do see or feel? How do they approach you? Do they approach you via sight? Do they approach you by like hovering over you and you feel like a presence on your face? You're like, that's some kind of heat or something. Somebody is there. Like, how do they approach you? Thank you, Gemini rising. You're so sweet. I appreciate you, honey. It's like, and the reason why I ask is because when the moon is in Pisces, you do get connected to that veil a little bit closer. You dig? A little bit closer to that veil. So if you're the one that's feeling that Piscean energy and that in the sense of feeling closer to spirit and those that are on the other side, how do they show up for you? Do you hear them? You see them? You feel them? You smell them? I just want to know. Because today would be a day in which they could rush you with the moon in Pisces and it trining that Scorpio energy in Venus, right? Water all through and through, feeling all the feels, feeling all the connection. And with Venus being in Scorpio is really powerful and pulsating, really passionate too. So they may be a little, what's the word I want to say? Rude. gonna say it like that, meaning that they may push through the veil a little bit harder. And they are pushing through the veil by leaving and going on the other side. Did you know that Scorpio energy deals with death too? Death and regeneration. So I was just made known of two people that passed away today or throughout this weekend. Ah, a lot of people leaving, and people leave around the Christmas holiday too. If you have a question, please put the question mark in front of the sentence and behind it. I noticed one or two people may ask a question, but they don't put the exclamation, or I can't see it. Is the point? I can't see the question. Please put a big question mark in front and behind the sentence so I can see, like in Spanish. Okay. All right. Also today, with that powerful surge of expression and sensitivity and intuition and emotionality for show, it's going up against Mars. It's going up against Mars. Mars is in Sagittarius. So Mars in Sag today doesn't want to deal with emotionality. I just want to remind y'all, if I haven't said it enough, um, Sagittarius energy does not know how to deal with emotions, nor does Aquarius energy, but definitely Sag. Sag energy does its best, again, like I've said time and time again, to stay happy, to stay in the happy, to stay in the positive, right? And if it's in Mars and it's saying this is the way we need to move in the happy, we need to move in the optimism, we need to stay blah 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 blah, just like nice and cheery, doing our thing. And the moon is like, yeah, I hear you, but I'm feeling some kind of way. Don't fight yourself today, sliding into tomorrow, on feeling a thing that you need to feel. Please feel the thing as opposed to moving around it and past it and trying to dismiss it and deny it. When the moon is in a water sign, it will propel you to express your tears, express how you feel, good, bad, or indifferent. And when you hold it back, it's like a dam. And if Mars, the fiery energy in Sagittarius, is doing its best to hold it back with a bunch of, we're fine, it's okay, everything's good, let's just keep moving, I'll just buy another one, it's all right, and that weird ass voice in your head, you know what I mean? You're doing your emotional body a disservice. That's how we stay emotionally 15. Y'all do know that, right? When they tell you this is a squirrel, squirrel. When they tell you, oh, be strong or hold it in and don't do nothing. When you hold in your emotions, when you stifle your emotions, whether it's good or bad or angry or upset or topsy-turvy, whatever the emotion is, guilt, shame, whatever, fear, whatever, when you hold it back, you're stifling your maturation. Because in order to evolve and mature, you got to express and get through it. But if you hold it, you're not expressing. So you stay 15. You stay wherever you stayed stuck in those emotional spaces that won't grow you because you haven't expressed it. Does that make sense to everybody? So I want y'all to remember that today, especially as we slide into tomorrow too, because you still get that effect. Because that moon in Pisces is like, yo, I need you to get it off. Especially as we started this whole conversation out with the fact that, people are leaving the planet. People normally do leave around and get sad, right, around holiday time because they don't have their people. They don't have, they don't have their people, or they remember a different time, or whatever the case may be, right? So the bottom line is that that's happening. And at the same time, we're being asked to emote. We're being asked to get it out. So get it out. So Mars and Sag doesn't stick you in this weird ass immature space in which you feel like you hold on to what it is you feeling just cause. I lost my train of thought, y'all. I'm coming back. But the reason, and you know why? Because I'm getting a whole nother download. Oh my God. I'm complaining in my head right now because Mercury retrograde is messing with this little downloads that want to come through. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But then I know what you're talking about. Okay, so here we go. And then I know what you're talking about. And then I'm feeling two people in this daggone live right now that have either dealt with cancer or is on the precipice of dealing with it. And I'm not putting this out there to nobody, but I feel it. And that is the message that came through in regards to like holding the emotions back. If you know that you are a person that does that on a regular, this weird ass bratish existence that we live in sometimes. Yes, we all do, thinking that people owe us something. Why? Because we work so hard and we want to get back to happy. And then we get mad when we don't. And then we want to express. And it's this weird ass figure eight sway. Am I speaking way too out of turn today, y'all? And I'm all over the place? Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I just want to reiterate for today to stay in that psychic space, stay in that space where you feel your best. And when it's time for you to move and you have to abandon the feelings, make sure the feelings are all the way out. And then hone in on that Mars and Sag and start to move and do some work and get back to happy. But pay attention to your emotions, please. She deserves it. He deserves it. On Tuesday, the moon goes into Aries. Y'all have any questions, any concerns? Did I lose anybody? Please come and let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Tuesday, the moon goes into Aries at 5:47 p.m. So for most of the day tomorrow, the moon will be in Pisces. So everything I just said is going to hit tomorrow as well. Also tomorrow, the moon, when it's in Pisces, it's going to conjunct Neptune. Remember, Neptune is going backwards, I think. Is it? I believe it still is. And it's in Pisces, right? So the moon is conjuncting Neptune. So shit, we're going to wake up feeling, I probably will. I'll probably wake up feeling the same kind of scattered kind of way. The moon in Pisces kind of way. Ethereal, out there, a little confused. I don't know. Is it just me? Yes, y'all. Anybody can you roll with me for a minute? Hold on. First of all, this is a little bit of a squirrel and commercial. I don't know if y'all know about my friend Sandrine Klein. Sandrine Klein Studios. This is a ruby. This is a ruby. My mom gave me this, but Sandrine made this. This is actually called Jet. It's a jet stone, and these are rubies up here. Sandrine is a talented friend of mine, and if y'all have any gifts that you want to give off to people that you love, you want to get a special necklace or a piece of jewelry made, customized through her, you can. Sandrine K Studio on Etsy and Sandrine K Studio in Instagram. I love her styles, her pieces, her talents. I think she's so dope. I just love her. Anyway, just wanted to let y'all know, in case y'all want to know what kind of jewelry I wear every now and again, it's mostly Sandrine's jewelry. Okay, so Tuesday, with this nebulous feeling that I'm feeling now, it's going to continue tomorrow as it conjuncts Neptune, but the moon is also going to square the sun. Oh, Lord. Sagittarius is throwing a little bit of a wrench in today's emotional vibration as well as tomorrow. With today, the moon being in Pisces and tomorrow it being in Pisces as well. But today, the Mars being in Sagittarius, tomorrow, the sun being in Sagittarius, affecting that Pisces moon. The bottom line is that there's a push and a pull. There's a nebulous and a clarity. There's let's go, but where we're going. I need to go on here and do this weekly rundown, but what the hell am I talking about? That's the feeling, the energy, the push and the pull to get there fast. And then, I don't know if y'all feeling it. I'm just going to keep it very, very simple, just like that. Is it good or bad and indifferent? I'll do my best not to believe in any of it. Just navigate it, okay? On Wednesdays, boo-boo, it's a tricky day because, oh, Lord. Because the moon in Aries is going to square that Mercury retrograde. Wow. Okay, so here's a little setup plan. This is what I want to kind of go back. I want y'all to really, really vibrate on the moon trine and Venus today, because between today and Wednesday, that's the only thing that's going to like really, really pull us through. And what I mean by that is passion and emotion. Venus and the moon, passion and emotion. And what that looks like is not to overthink what you feel, not to express too much of what it is you feel to the point of building mountains out of molehills. Y'all hearing me? But ride the feels to get you to and through your passionate spaces and places. That's the instruction in my mind's eye for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Everything else will be a distraction and try to throw you off. Moving too fast, doing too much. We need to go to the store, buy a gift for grandma, buy this for this baby, buy this for this cousin. Like when you find yourself in the throes of that type of stress, holiday season, and just moving fast, trying to get too many things going, purposely slow your feet down. Are y'all hearing me? Y'all lost y'all. I lost y'all, huh? Purposely to slow your feet down because the distraction is Sag. Even though we're in Sag's season, Sag is like, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. We know Sag, we want to keep it going. We do want to get to happy Sag. But Mercury's going retro right now, gonna throw a little fucking like wrench in the thing every now and again, trying to prove who's the boss, who's in control, because Mercury's in Capricorn going retrograde, right? Trying to prove who's the boss. And then you got Mars just like, yeah, I know, Sag, let's go, let's just move in Sag. And it's like, wait, hold on. But Pisces moon, Venus and Scorpio, they're slowing things down. They're trying to get you to pay attention to the feelings. So if you don't pay attention to the feelings, you can trip and fall as you're trying to walk fast like. You get what I'm saying? I hope this is making sense. Thank you, Miss Limitless. I appreciate you answering me because sometimes I really feel like, who am I talking to? Okay, that's the truth. I mean, that's the way I see it. And then Wednesday comes, it's a little bit more of a cuidado. Why? Because that same moon, or I should say it's a new moon now, and it's Aries. Now Aries is catching up with Sag, going, okay, fuck it. The moon is in Aries now. All right, Sag, let's get fast now. Let's get fast. And Mercury retrograde goes, slow down. Slow down, Aries. Slow down, Sag. I know y'all want to get fast, but remember, the thinking is all thrown out, was all discombobulated. So now we can't move fast because our thoughts are slowing things down. Do y'all get this? Monday and Tuesday, the emotions are slowing things down. On Wednesday, Mercury retrograde says slow down. The point of the matter is, I believe we're walking through a bit of a minefield, this mine with an M-I-N-E, minefield this weekend. This week. It's not bad. Don't put negativity on it. It's just about caution. And it's about slowing down where you need to, speeding up where you need to, being happy where you need to, supporting and approaching love and sadness and release and emotions where you need to. Does that make sense? I don't know how else to interpret this but this way. Trust me, if I could make it simpler, I would, but hopefully you're getting it. Wednesday is a tricky day, especially since the moon is in Aries and it likes to fight and confront. I have no idea why that's a lie. I do know why Aries likes to fight and confront. I don't like Mercury today. It's making me sound very, very second gradish. I do know why the moon in Aries likes to confront. You know, it's coming out the gate. It has to have that propulsion of courage. But when it's in the moon sign, though, it gets confused with the emotions of things. Sometimes we don't have to fight through our emotions. Emotions are just going to be there. When you start to fight, now you're dealing with things that are going to present circumstances and consequences and repercussions. That's what I really want to say. When you express through fighting and anger, now here comes some consequences about to happen. Please don't let that happen on Wednesday when those consequential situations with the moon and Aries can come up against Mercury retrograde. That's a lot of fighting. That's a lot of arguing. You already got the point. I'm doing my best to be poetic, but you got it already. I know you do. On Thursday, the moon goes into Taurus at 9:50 p.m. So we have all day Thursday to have that square energy happening up against Mercury, okay? So Wednesday going into Thursday, watch your tongue. If you have meetings that day, if you have parties that day, like last minute office parties, don't give away people's secrets, okay? I just saw somebody outing somebody in the middle of the boardroom. And you know what happened? I'm just joking. Okay, so just be careful of how you say it and what you say Wednesday and Thursday. On Thursday, though, the sun goes into Capricorn. Yep. I love Capricorn energy. It's time to get serious. I love Capricorn energy because Capricorn makes you feel like you've done something. Capricorn is the productive sign. Although Sag and Aries and Virgo thinks they work hard and they move fast, Capricorn actually get things done. It loves to organize. So take on that energy, take on that vibration. If you're getting to a point where you're like, you know what, I love the holidays and I want to be with my people, but I absolutely want to harbor and bottle some of this Capricorn energy too, because there's things to do, then get down on it. We start to organize in our brain. We start to do the work in our daydreams. We start to, when we journal and we get out information, even emotions, that's when we start to organize. Don't y'all realize that? Right? Y'all know that, right? I don't want to speak like I'm preaching to the choir. Organization starts with daydreams. Organization starts with pulling back and recognizing something else needs to be done. So as the sun goes into Capricorn, start organizing differently. Start paying attention to what it is that you need to do different in an order and knocking them shits out. Like for real, blah, 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 knocking it out, feeling good about yourself. Right? The to-do list is what I'm talking about. The blah, 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 blah. I love Capricorn energy because Capricorn energy truly, 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 truly is so there's a sensitivity that Capricorn has that I admire. Being the opposite, I admire because you can see it. And I kind of alluded to this on Instagram. You can see it in the core of Capricorn people that they do care, that there's something really, really genuine within them that wants everybody to not only win, but to be good. They want everybody to be on top. They really, really do, right? So I call them Captain Saverholes because they save you to do, and so you're able to do whatever it is that you can do and make good on it and be the best at it. That's Capricorn energy. However, you don't see that soft space in them. You don't see their soft meat too often. You oftentimes just see their seriousness and their ability and their need to get to the top. But if you stop and you probed and you stroke the Capricorn for a little bit, you can get to that soft meat. You can see them smile. You can see them lean in for the hugs. You understand what I mean? And I'm presenting it like this because some Capricorns get a bad rap. So I want y'all to get this energy on you and go for the top. All right. Thursday, Mercury retrograde was sextile Saturn. Saturn is Capricorn's planet. So more of Saturn, Capricorn energy, while Mercury retrograde in Capricorn is hitting that joint. Look at that shit. Oh, no, that's not Capricorn. It can't be in Capricorn. Oh, yes, it can because Saturn is in Pisces. Okay, boom. So you got all this Capricorn energy coming in on Thursday. Let me reiterate it because that was all in my brain. The sun is going through Capricorn. Mercury is in Capricorn. Okay, going retrograde, but it's sextiling in harmony Capricorn's planet, which is in Pisces. So you see, it's a lot of Capricorn energy being ignited one way or the other through the sun, through Mercury retro, or through its ruler, Saturn. So Thursday is about getting it going. Like when I say getting it going, again, organization, being in control of you, control of you. And also, I want to say, please cease. If there's no resolution you have, please take this on as one. Please cease criticizing and judging you. Judging you. That's what Capricorn does. It judges a lot. But with all of this information, in a harmonious way, it's asking you to pull up these things about Capricorn energy and check to see what you're doing to yourself. Are you judging you? It's way too much work that we have been doing. And I'm sure that maybe you dropped the ball once or twice here, but you've been moving. You alive. You've been shaking. You've been shifting. You've been growing. So don't judge you if you drop a ball or two. Thursday, that's all that Capricorn energy rising to the top like cream. Y'all got questions? Anybody? Hi, Melissa Jest. And then on Wednesday, the moon is trining the sun. So it's like shine anyway. Just shine, 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 shine as much as possible. Friday, the moon goes into Taurus. I'm trying to get through this quickly, y'all. If you don't know, and if I miss anything and you want some reiteration, ask, please. Thank you. On Friday, the moon goes into Taurus. That moon is going to conjunct Jupiter, going reverse, so review your blessings. The sun is going to conjunct Mercury, going retrograde, so be eager to be eager to get these retrograde blessings on Friday. That's interesting. Because as I look at Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's like a thread like I said, walking through the minefield. Then here comes Thursday, all things Capricorn. Get it together, get it strong, get it organized, get it right, see what you need to do. Stop judging yourself, control your emotions and control your environment as much as possible, right? And then Friday, here comes the moon sliding into Taurus, means that our emotional body is now going to get a bit of a break with Taurus energy. It perceives emotions as calm as possible. So I like the moon in Taurus, and it will sit right next to Jupiter. So it's like, okay, we're going to be calm now. Our emotions will be a little smoother, a little bit more methodical, easy. Now we can really walk slow. And at the same time, look at these blessings that are coming our way. At the same time, look at all the things, the mines that we just dodged the past couple of days. Now we're looking at Jupiter saying, now look at this blessing. You want this one? Oh, no, you don't want that? Okay, give that to such and such. You want this one? Okay, we'll give this to such and such. Oh, you want to take that one? Cool. Because why? The world is your oyster. That's corny as fuck, but it's real. Why? Is because you are the blessing. Why? Because as we are going into these new ages, we start to realize that we are the stars. We are the universe. We are the goddamn astrological sentence that we are trying to figure out. It's us. We're the prize. So on Friday, it's like review that thing. And make sure you know that when you go into this year. The sun will be conjunct in Mercury retrograde too. Oh, I said that. So learn the blessings and learn the retrograde. What are you being forced to reconsider? This is a great year-end week. It's almost like cleaning out the goddamn cellar. You know what I mean? And at the same time, got a lot of work to do, other shit to do. So we got to be purposeful. I hope your schedule looks really, really specific this week. Honestly, meaning like 10 to 11, I'm going to do this. 11 to 12, I'm going to eat. 12 to 1, I'm going to fart and take a nap. And 1 to 4, I'm going to work. Like for real, because that's the kind of motley crew of energy that's happening. Rest, move, pray, shop, family, get mad, don't get mad, react, don't react, communicate properly, grow up, emote, express, cry, go to bed. That's what this week feels like. On base, it'll be Sag base, meaning we're saying things too quickly or we're saying things too bluntly. Sagittarius energy, when it goes retrograde, that's when people really want to say what's on their mind from back in 1986. Retrograde, going back, Sagittarius saying the truth. So people may want to say the truth from 1980. You understand what I mean? On Saturday. Be careful. From Saturday on to when Mercury goes direct. So be careful, right? And oftentimes people do that. And I say be careful loosely, but I mean be careful, like watch how you react. Because especially during like holiday time and families get together, and you don't see your family for a couple of years or a couple of months even sometimes, and you can grow over a couple of months, but then your family actually treats you like you're two. Well, basically how they left you the last time they saw you. So if they saw you at 23, they think you're still 23. And it's like, nah, auntie, I'm 35. Actually, I got a baby. I got a grown ass job and shit. I pay bills. You know what I mean? So during this week, when you have family bringing up these old Mercury ideas in Sagittarius, remember when you used to, y'all hear where I'm going? And people being blunt about it, it can ignite some shit. Don't get irritated, please. Just let people be in their space. Oh, auntie, I don't do that no more. Oh, you grew up? Sorta. Sometimes we just got to blow people off. You know what I mean? On Sunday, I hope y'all got that message. Ask questions if you didn't. On Sunday, the moon goes into Gemini. And that moon in Gemini is going to square Saturn. So be careful to that, because we're not going to feel like doing too much on Sunday, which is probably good. It's Christmas Eve. Sit back a little bit. But if you have a lot of work to do before that day for Christmas, please do yourself a favor and do it. Utilize that Capricorn energy. to get organized, to do everything you need to do up until that day. Because on Sunday, you're not going to feel like doing shit. The moon is going to quincunx the sun. That's a straight irritation. And the moon is going to square Saturn Christmas Eve. That's another, not only irritation, but a contrary position to want to be disciplined or traditional. Saturn is about traditions and rituals. It's Capricorn's planet. So it may be a day, since that moon is in Gemini, where people will get a little flippant with their mouth, their communication, how they say a thing, because they don't want to be ritualistic. They don't want to be traditional. They don't want to rock with the family this year. I'd rather go over here. I'm going to go to dinner for Christmas. I don't want to. Here's the deal. If that's the case, in which this year may feel somewhat untraditional to people, on Sunday, it doesn't mean that you have to be disrespectful, because the moon in Gemini, when it's disrespectful, it's just, how the elders used to say, you just acting so fresh. You're just fresh. Moon in Gemini, when it's contrary, is just fresh. Just flipping off with your mouth. For what? For what? So you don't have to do that. If you don't want to go over Auntie's house because you really don't like her cooking and you've been going over there for the last 20 years, just tell Auntie, I'm going to come for dessert, Auntie. I have some other things I'm going to do, but I'm going to come for dessert later, okay? So you don't have to eat her cooking. I'm just saying. You don't have to be Gemini moon about it and go off. All right? Are y'all with me? Good. And then by the end of the day on Sunday, the sun sextiles Saturn. So then we'll be back on track in a sense, meaning everybody will be happy in tradition. It's just that first half of the day of Christmas Eve. And then by the end of Christmas Eve, when the sun is sextiling Saturn, everything will be back to normal. So don't blow it up for later. All right. Any questions? Hi, Miss Morrison. How you doing? I'm so glad that you're here. You're leaving for your vacay? Oh, travel safely. Travel mercies to you. Anybody else have any questions or statements, or you confused? I am going to be on here for another couple of minutes. I am going to pull a card for us, and then I'm going to be out, y'all. I did this in 38 minutes. I'm trying to practice because these recordings will be less than 30 minutes from here on out. I'm going to miss y'all doing these lives. I really, really will. But I think it'll prove to be better this way. You guys can get more information, and I can work a little smarter. No questions. I'm kind of stalling. Y'all good? Everybody busy? What's going on? I think Gemini Rising had a question. I'm not sure. Did she? And again, thank you for that donation, sweet pie face. I appreciate you. All right, y'all pretty quiet, or this YouTube is pretty weird right now because I see nothing moving. So we're going to go to a card real quick and see what they have to say for the week for us, okay? Jump on in there if you have anything else to say. Great Mother, Father God, and all my guardian angels and ancestor spirits. This way, man. Ooh, we got to let it go. Trump is right. The first half of the week is setting up for the winter solstice. Yes. And how about this? So is this card for y'all. Clinging to the past. Let it go, y'all. Let it go. So, have you ever done cord cutting? Anybody ever heard of cord cutting? I'm sure a couple of you people have. Not you people, but a couple of people on here have. You can do that with the past too. In cord cutting and in releasing the past, I'm sharing something that I will share in the village. I'm going to share a lot of these exercises in the village. You can literally see yourself attached to something that you want to let go, and see a cord that comes across. Let me say it again. Take two. See yourself attached to something that you want to let go. Make that a cord. Thick as shit, thin as shit, don't matter how it is. Take something, a guillotine, a knife, a scissor in your mind's eye, and cut it. Cut it. And every time you cut it, you feel some kind of way about it leaving. You will after a while. This is a practice you have to do. You cord cut it and that thing falls away in your psyche, in your subconscious. As much as you need to do that, allow that to happen. And do that with the past, is what they're suggesting. This is a perfect time for this calendar year for sure. But it's time to let this shit go, man. And here's the thing about it too. I can't tell y'all enough. People will hold you in the past. People will hold you. People will hold you. Because you used to do that, because you used to love me like this, because you used to be a friend like this, because you used to be my daughter like this. Because why you have to change it? Here's the conversation behind that. Because they are no longer comfortable with where you're going. They can no longer utilize you in how they did in the past. Not to say it was bad, but it's shifted, it's different. So now you're forcing them to utilize you or to be in a relationship with you in a different way now. Cut the past, cut the cords, cut the people, and force them to grow up. Let it go, y'all. The figure pictured in this card is so preoccupied with clutching her box of memories that she has turned her back on the sparkling champagne glass of blessings available here and now. Her nostalgia for the past really makes her a blockhead and a beggar besides, as we can tell from her patched and ragged clothes. She needn't be a beggar, of course, but she's not available to taste the pleasure that offers themselves in the present. It's time to face up to the fact that the past is gone, and any effort to repeat it is a sure way to stay stuck in old blueprints that would have already outgrown if you hadn't been so busy clinging to what you already been through. So collectively, let's do this. Take a deep breath. One more time. A few people didn't do that. Take a deep breath. That's what it says in here. Put the box down. Tie it up in a pretty ribbon if you must, and bid it a fond and reverent farewell. Life is passing you by, boo boo, and you're in danger of becoming an old fossil before your time. Ashe, amen, ashe. I want to, if y'all don't mind me sharing a little bit of a story. I went to visit a friend's mom a while ago. This mom I've known for over 20 years, and she's always been vibrant, lip gloss popping, smoke cigarettes, fast talking, just cute and popular and progressive and just spicy and dope. And over the years, as a Black woman, life has, as a woman, as a person, as a human, life has handed her a whole bunch of things and selective things, depending on the category I just mentioned. Black woman, New York, LA. In any case, I went to visit her recently and recognized something like it just hit me like a truck. And I recognized how much she was repeating her stories over and over and over again. And they were like, now she's 70 plus and she does not have dementia nor early signs of it. But I started recognizing really how she was keeping herself alive with her stories, how she wasn't losing her mind nor her memory, right? She was doing her best to stay young in my eyes or in the eyes of my peers, the few of us that were hanging around her. And we were 20, 30 years her junior, right? But like I said, she's spicy, so it never really feels like that, but she knows it. But she repeats the same stories. And it made me sad this last time because I saw her like that picture in that card I just read to y'all. I saw her just holding on to the past, holding on to memories, holding on to stories, holding on to really fabulous things that has happened to her, but also seeing the fear cripple her ankles to the point where she can't get up and create new memories, where she won't get in the car and drive up the coast. She won't go to a new restaurant because it don't have the hamburgers and french fries that she like. Do y'all hear where I'm going? Y'all hear what I'm saying? That clutching the box of memories message is a really interesting one because it can creep up on you. You can very well think you just minding your business at 40 years old, hanging out, being in your house with your cat, with your dog, your one or two friends. And before you know, by 55, you're a hoarder with Snicker boxes all around you because you like Snickers. Again, I'm not trying to poke fun at anybody that's in this space and place. I'm saying that there's danger in holding on to the past and not recognizing it along the way. Because you'll become 50, 60, 70, still expressing outdated stories. Like you were 20 years your junior, and now we're supposed to get excited about you doing that again. It was great in 95. Are y'all hearing me? In this really weird, jubilant, yet depressive, and kind of like altering time called the holidays, remember to let the things go. Remember to say goodbye to them. Oftentimes that helps too when you cut that cord. Oftentimes it helps when you want people to go from your life. You can look at their face in your mind's eye on a picture and say, I love you, but you have to go. There's no other reason but you have to go. Excuse me. Does this make sense, y'all? I wanted to take an extra moment to really, really hone in on that because it's so appropriate being December 18th. It's so appropriate as we are literally in the middle of this sway of coming out of this age of Pisces and going into the age of Aquarius, not knowing the fuck what we're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. And if they do, if they say they do, they lying. And what I mean is like about life and about where we're going and what's happening. Nobody knows. We're trying to figure this out together. That's why it's important to be together. That's why it's important to have these micro villages and friendships and organizations. And sometimes it's best to have just a little crew and not be your friends. You know what I mean? Like a book club crew and not be your best friends. You don't want it to get too close. You just want people in your village close enough to share information and build you, grow you, and not be all up in your heart sometimes. We got different levels and layers of friendships and connections, you dig? But it's important to have these connections as we're trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Lord have mercy. All I'm going to say is if you want to go out there by yourself, have at it. It's going to be really challenging in the next couple of decades. Ante up, y'all, and release the past. I love you so much. And I thank you. I really, really thank y'all for being on this road with me and listening to my rants and helping me to express what it is that I feel and how I feel and how you feel and making sense of this and prayerfully helping you have a better day. I really, 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 really thank you. And if I've never said it enough to the point where you feel it deeply in your heart, please feel it now. I am grateful for you. Appreciate your support and your love and and all that you stream my way. So have an awesome week, okay? There'll be one more Freestyle Friday on Friday, and I'm gonna come in loaded, ready to do a whole bunch of readings. So if you have some friends, they want to come over, throw out some. It's gonna be the last hurrah, the last live in this way for a little while. Indefinitely, right? So come on through. Freestyle Fridays, okay? You're very welcome, Ann. Much love to you all. Be safe out there. You're welcome, Melissa, and thank you for joining the village. I appreciate that. It may just be a few of us in there, but it's gonna be a mighty, mighty crew. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Thank you, Danielle. Talk to y'all soon. Hi, Zena P. See you later, Gators.